Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube family. It's Coach Erica Janelle coming before you guys again today. Wanting to kind of piggyback on the message that I shared with you guys yesterday. I am definitely transforming my thoughts and my perspective and perception of different things in life and the journeys that we take. And I'm learning to try to embrace things that I don't understand, that have become a part of my reality on this journey. And with that being said, I just want to encourage you guys to continue to know that you do have a purpose. God does have a purpose and a plan for your life. And there are things that He wants to do through and for you and to you to help change not only your life but the lives of others. Because I truly believe that we here as humans on this planet literally have the sole purpose of relationships, and whether those relationships are husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, family, children, whatever. It's all about relationships, and we're here to love and we're here to be loved. And I feel like a lot of times when you are dealing with some really challenging times in your life, sometimes you feel isolated, sometimes you don't feel the love, sometimes you feel like, the world is against you. But I just want to encourage you to keep your eyes on where you're going and not necessarily so much focused on what's happening around you, all of the external. And I know it's easier said than done. If you're in a financial situation and you need finances, it's in your face. I get that. I mean, heck, I'm dealing with some things that I need to deal with financially as well. But I just want you guys to change your perspective and your perception and to focus on the fact that we may not understand the journey that we're in life and why we have to go through some of the things that we go through. Some people's journeys are harder than others. Some people go through really, really, really challenging things that others will never experience in a lifetime, while others seemingly have an easier journey. But just because their journey seems easy to you doesn't mean it's not challenging for them. And I find that as a person that everybody considers to be strong, I find that oftentimes when strong people are going through things, people don't really put too much energy into it or focus on them or impart into them or love on them, because they just know that, oh, you're strong, you'll handle it, you'll bounce back. But it doesn't mean that the challenge or the circumstance that we're facing is not painful and it doesn't hurt. And strong people feel weak too. Strong people feel pain. Strong people want to give up too. And it's so easy to get caught up in all of those external things to where you lose focus of ultimately where God is trying to take you. And for me, I am starting to see, I'm starting to see just how many beautiful things are in the works for me. All of the things that I'm working toward, they're still being manifested. They're not fully manifested yet. So for me, it's sometimes challenging, trying to sit and wait for these things to happen, but I know it's here. Like, it's spiritually, on a spiritual plane, I know that my breakthroughs are here in the different areas of my life that I'm really, really focusing on, because I know I've put in the work. I put in the work, I put in the time, I put in the energy to get to the place where I need to be in those areas. And it's challenging waiting for your manifestation. But while we wait, our stance and our hearts and how we choose to view these situations is going to be so vital. It's either you can come out of it bitter or you can come out of it better. And you can come out of it taking the lesson, but not taking all the luggage and all of the damaging things or the hurtful things on that journey with you, because that is the thing that will cause you to be bitter. And I don't know about you, but I don't have the time nor the energy for bitterness to be built up in my heart. I always want to have a heart that's open and loving toward God, because when my heart is open, God can flow things through me and to me easily and from me. I can give love. I don't want to ever close my heart off. I know what I'm believing God for, and I know what kind of things I want to do and why I want to do it. There is a purpose behind it. It's not just about me being in this place of success. It's about me really being able to help impact other people's lives. And so as long as that is my focus, I'm willing to go through this journey and deal with the lessons and deal with the uncomfortable things and the hurtful circumstances and situations that have occurred and are occurring in my life, because I know that ultimately I will come out of this in a better position, having more understanding, having more knowledge. So when I say changing your perspective and changing your perception, I mean just embrace the lessons and try not to be, angry and bitter about the journey. Focus solely on what you're supposed to learn and what you're supposed to gain from it. I know for me, trusting God has been something I've always considered to be a strong suit of mine. But in this last year or so that I've been dealing with some of these challenges, that has been tested. And I can't truly get upset about it, because honestly, how would I know that there was some what's the word? Some spots in my heart that didn't truly trust, even though I thought I did. And the only way that would have been revealed to me is for my trust to be tested. And so now I'm learning to embrace even the things that feel uncomfortable, or even the things that don't make sense to me. I'm learning to embrace those things because I know that there's a lesson to be learned, and I don't want to have to keep taking these same types of tests. So I'd rather pass it the first time and be done with it. And that's not to say you will never take a test in that particular same type of area again, but it'll be familiar to me to the point where, okay, I'm like, okay, all right, this is where we are. So I know what I need to do here. But with that being said, I just want to encourage you guys to look at your journey a little bit differently. Try to change the lens in which you view your trials and tribulations. Excuse me 1 second, I'm ordering coffee.
Good morning, can I get one for you?
Yes, I have a mobile order for Erica.
One for Erica, I believe the guys like to see one moment to look.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, I just want you guys to know that how we perceive things is always so different. Like, it's very difficult in our human bodies to understand everything spiritual, because we're natural, we're human. But our journey is not going to always make sense to us. It's not going to always seem fair. It's not going to always feel comfortable. I just want to change the way I view things, because I want my heart to be open. I don't ever want a place of bitterness to be a part of who I am, or who I define myself as, or who I identify as. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be bitter when it comes to relationships. I don't want to be bitter when it comes to opportunities. I don't want to be bitter in any way, any shape or form toward any human. I just don't. I want my heart to be open. I want my heart to remain pure at all times. No matter how much it's been damaged in the past, no matter how many things people have done to hurt me, intentionally and unintentionally, no matter how many people have abused my trust, I don't ever want my heart to be bitter. I want my heart to remain open. And that is what I'm learning on this journey. So keep your eyes on the prize. Try to shift your focus and think of what lesson am I supposed to learn from what I'm dealing with right now, and then embrace that lesson, because that's going to be the key to you seeing that breakthrough. All right, guys, have an amazing week. Bye.